You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, we are back with another amazing episode of Masochist. Today we are playing rocks. This is exciting. I can't, rocks are a cool deck, honestly. We've got Emancipators in here, we've got Tenyis in here, we've got Fossil Dyne in here, we've got some hand traps. I got it down to 42 cards. Hopefully this episode I don't open Eternal Galaxy. I don't know how I do it, but I swear to you I open this card every single episode. Multiple times. I don't know how, but hopefully today we don't see it, we don't open it. It's a mostly synchro deck, which is kind of cool. The only thing that I would maybe be a little concerned about is we only have 1 water, so that might be a problem, because if we don't get that in the graveyard, Risen becomes kind of useless. So we'll see how we do today, but overall I'm kind of excited about it. We've also got the Miracle Rupture, we've got the Revival Golem, we've got a few different starters. Hopefully we don't brick. There are some bricks, but hopefully it doesn't happen to us. Okay, so here we've got our pure rock deck. Unfortunately, we did draw the Revival Golem for turn. We've got, we have the Psy Reflector package. The rest of this stuff's not really too usable, but we have the Psy Reflector package. So if this resolves, we'll be good. If it doesn't, we're kind of screwed. And they're going to imperm it immediately. Unfortunately, that's going to end our turn. That is not good. Like I said, it kind of sucks, but this deck is a little more susceptible to losing to the normal summon. We'll see if this loses us the game. It could very well lose us the game. This effect only activates on summon, so after summoning it, it's kind of useless. It's also a dark, so I can't use Revival. the Rock Spirit, stuff like that. We also got Walking Mirror Supplier, which is cool. Cosmic. This guy's just got everything. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. And now he's gonna 1-card combo. Who's ready to see it? There he is, 1-card combo, and he's got, he's playing Tenpai. There's nothing I can do about this. We're just a sitting duck. We have no interruptions, no nothing. This duel's over. Okay, so this is game 2. This is pretty decent, honestly. I'm trying to think what to do here. But we have the Miracle Rupture. We drew a Revival Golem again, unfortunately. Okay, so I think we can activate this for sure. Might as well activate this now. We'll send, we can actually send other rocks to the graveyard too. Oh, that's cool, actually. That is actually cool, because if we banish this, we don't have Rock Spirit. If we could banish this to summon Rock Spirit, and then when we summon Rock Spirit, we can send another rock, which means we can send a Revival Golem. That's actually a really cool effect. So that's actually kind of good to know if we draw Rock Spirit. And then, I guess there's nothing else really to send. I guess I can send this if I face up Rock. Special summons card from your hand, can't really do much with that. So I guess we just sent Revival Golem, but that is good to know with the Xeno Guitar, so we'll do that. Special summon, yes. We want to special summon him. And now we can go... They can max C us here, but we have a really nice combo, which is Fossil Dyna plus Solemn Warning, which is really, really good. So we'll just summon that, and we'll set the Solemn Warning, and we hope that that's enough, because it could be enough, it could not be enough. It's funny enough, I think this is we've pulled Fossil Dyna. I think this is actually our first time actually using Fossil Dyna since we pulled it. We used to obviously use Barrier Statue, Fossil Dyna, all that stuff. We did get lucky enough to pull a Fossil Dyna, but it was so much after that like we just converted decks and we don't really do that anymore. But Solemn Warning plus Fossil Dyna is usually a pretty damn good combination. Lightning Storm, that I can't do anything about. I mean, when they have the out, they have the out. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. And now if he just normal summons anything over 1200 attack, we're pretty much cooked. And Perm, I mean, listen, if they have the what am I gonna do? Sometimes they just have everything. Like I can't plan around luck. And there's the Horus package, so we lose another one, unfortunately. There comes 4 monsters that are all over 2000 attack. We lose the duel, unfortunately. Again, I can't play around greatness. I can't. That's just, some people are luckier than I am. All right, this is our 3rd time in a row winning a coin flip. But every time we've won the coin flip, they've had full combo anyway, so it didn't really matter. So let's see if we can actually do something around this time. Every single time we've won the coin flip, they have had not full combo. It's been a going second deck anyway, so it's kind of sucked so far. All right, we'll summon the Xeno guitar, and now we can go into a rank 4, I guess. Unfortunately, none of our monsters here are tuners. If they were, we would have been able to do something kind of cool here, but they are not tuners. So we'll activate this, detach. We won't send this card to the graveyard until we get another rock in graveyard, so we'll detach. Hopefully they don't have an imperm. They have an ash, even better. They have an ash. No point to do that yet. The rock deck, this is one of those situations where like the deck is getting unfairly judged because we're playing against decks that we would have lost to anyway. I mean, it's been like Lightning Storm Imperm every single time. I would have lost to any deck who have those. You don't even need the other stuff. It's like 2 board breakers and a oh boy, here we go. Shining Sarcophagus deck. This deck is kind of annoying once they set up. I've been playing against Board Breaker, Hand Trap, 1-card combo every single duel here. So I guess the standard. Yeah, I guess is the standard. I have the Spooky Dogwood, which I can activate sometime soon, but I'm waiting for them to activate like the Ties That Bind or like one of those cards. Once they activate that, I'll activate Spooky Dogwood and I'll gain some life points. Although I don't think this will actually make a difference, honestly. There's Ties That Bind. This is usually the card that you want to stop. Special summon this card from your hand. Yep, we are definitely activating Spooky Dogwood, so we're going to start gaining a significant amount of life points here. So at least the duel will be drawn out a little bit. Here we go. So now we're gaining health every single time that they summon, which is great, actually. So if they want to summon, they are going to summon. That's great. We're going to gain health every single time. Hopefully they summon as many times as possible. Truthfully, after this Ties That Bind, it's probably going to be the last time that they summon. Now, the problem is now this is very tough to deal with because one of them stops targeting. The other one negates a spell card. They both gain, like, levels or whatever. Not that it matters, but, you know, it prevented us from losing. So I guess in that regard, it's pretty good. We've only really used this card twice. We pulled it and we've only used it twice. One time we used it to stop ourselves from getting FDK'd, which was kind of cool. And then one time was this. This is the second time we've ever used this card, which, I mean, I guess you could say it's pretty decent. If we were playing against like a deck like Snake Eye, we'd gain so many life points and there's not a shot we would have lost. So against certain decks, I can imagine it being pretty decent. But truthfully, on Master Duel, life points don't actually matter that much. But one of the other reasons that I play it is because it's a water monster, and I can put it in graveyard, and then Risen becomes useful. Yeah, I don't think this deck's working out. I don't think this deck's working out, especially when we draw this shitty, and this requires an Adamancipator. This is not really useful right now. Xeno Guitar, yeah, I can't. I just kind of lose here. I mean, I guess we could just set this and pass. Oh, I made a mistake. I should have activated this effect right here to excavate, but it's honestly, this is a pretty unwinnable situation too. I should have just normal summoned Seeker, activated, excavated, but then I could have, where would I have gone, right? So I could have summoned maybe a Synchro 6 if I had gotten level 4. A Synchro 6 would have put me on Coral Dragon. Yeah, probably Coral Dragon at best. If I target a card our opponent controls, this guy has targeting protection, so he would have negated me. So in reality, there's not many plays that I really could have even actually made there, even if I had activated the Seeker. Unfortunately, that is 3 for 3 losses on this deck. It's not looking good. Okay, this is our 4th coin flip win in a row, which if this was any other deck, we would have just won already. We would have just been winning. We wouldn't have been losing these duels if we had any other deck. Not any other deck, but if we had our Diamond 2 deck, we would have probably won at least half of those. Although, like I said, it is kind of unfair. I'm actually going to use the Miracle Rupture now. So I want to bait out an Ash before I even commit to the Sire Reflector package. So hopefully if they're going to Ash something, they Ash this. They don't Ash anything. We've drawn Revival Golem over almost every single turn. Thank God we pulled 2, otherwise this would have been a disaster. Alright, so what do we send to the graveyard? I would say probably the Revival Golem, why not? We'll send that, we'll activate the effect again. Hopefully they like Psyframe Gear Gamma or something. We special summon it. Hopefully they have something for this Maxi. That's not what I was hoping for. I was of course hoping for, you know, Ash Blossom or like a Ghost Bell or something. I try to bait out something like that, of course. They have Maxi. And now they have an Imperm. Phenomenal. It's just great. They have an Imperm. We'll activate this. Imperm, yep, there we go. Again, this is like, this is just, you know, you try to play a fun deck, you try something new, and your opponent just has every hand trap, plus board breakers, plus 1-card combos, and it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what was, like, there's nothing I could have done differently there. I would have lost no, like, and here comes a 1-card combo, almost guaranteed. I guess never mind, it's not a 1-card combo. This guy's playing some kind of stun deck based on the fact that he has Pod of Extravagance. So maybe we have a shot. Never mind, I don't have a shot. He's playing this deck. I mean, I could maybe steal low. Maybe. But even low doesn't really benefit our situation much. Saravis prevents targeting. So even if I do use the low, he can prevent the targeting, which Crackdown does target. He's going to activate Ritual Summon. And he's going to summon the Voiceless Voice Man. He's going to add a Voiceless Voice monster. I'm actually going to go ahead and activate Crackdown now to take this guy before he can add a low. Because once he adds a low, this guy becomes like 45. He had another Saravis. This guy had another Saravis. I mean, you just can't. I swear to you, I'm not even like, I'm just losing to like stupid, like stupid shit right now. This is like unbelievable. All right, this deck, I can't use this. It's one thing to be bad. It's another thing to be this unlucky. Like every duel, they just have like board breaker, 1-card combo. All right, the rock deck is officially retired. It is done with this deck. It just didn't work out. It didn't, like, there are situations where we could have won those games, but they had an answer to every single thing that I did the entire day. So I won 4 coin flips. I lost 4 straight matches. Board breaker, Imperm, plus 1-card combo. All right, we switch decks to Diamond 2, and of course, immediately lose the coin flip. So that means that they're about to be playing something crazy. Gimmick Puppets. This is an FTK. If they get to the field spell, I pretty much lose. This is unbelievable. This is really, really, really unbelievable. What a terrible start. What a horrific start. You try a new deck and they just have everything, and then you lose a coin flip and it's an FTK. Alright, never mind. They didn't open the field spell. No FTK. I guess that's what they end on. They ended on the trap card face down, and the Gozen is dead in this matchup. Unfortunately, we don't draw the Battling Boxer we want. We draw the Battling Boxer we don't. More so than the Battling Boxer we want. But we can put him back, I guess. So we can activate this effect. Equip to itself. Equip this. Activate this, why not? I guess we're in not the worst situation ever. He's gonna target monsters, take control of those monsters. I'm still gonna be able to search. I'm not gonna be able to draw though, and that sucks. So he's gonna take our monster. We still get to search. He should have done that on summon, but There's no way he knew. But we lost our monster, so now we'll just go Summoning Curse, and we'll just set 2 and pass and hope that's enough because this hand is horrific. And is this permanent, by the way? Until the end of the turn. So Gozen Match is kind of just dead in this matchup, so I'm just going to pass here. There's no point to even do anything with Gozen Match. I'll just pay the 500 for this, and then we'll return our monster to our field. So our hand, I mean, our follow-up's not terrible. He didn't FTK me, and I have Fiendish Chain and Lost Wind, so it's not bad. If they summon, they have to banish, which is good, so we can quickly eradicate their resources. So he's going to start special summoning immediately. This is good for me. Yep, no response here. If he activates any of these, we have responses, which is good. I probably will have to negate this guy. So that's going to get summoned. Summoning Curse will force him to discard. Does he have to discard 1 or 2 here? I think he just has to discard 1. A monster. So yeah, he has to just banish 1. Cool, good with me. This will probably evaporate his entire hand. This is already a much more competitive duel, and despite the fact that I lost the coin flip, it's still a more competitive duel. And now he'll go into the Gimmick Puppet Strings, and this will again force him to banish. Yeah, even going second, the Summoning Curse is actually kind of decent. So now he's going to activate the Graveyard effect of the Rank Up Magic, add that back. It's pretty good for him. So Summoning Curse will banish something, which will banish the Lightning Storm. That was a dead card anyway. Detach. I don't want this guy to be able to attack anyway. Okay, I think I will just Lost Wind this card. The reason I want to Lost Wind this card is because that way if he summons another monster from the extra deck, I can get my Lost Wind back for free. So I'll Lost Wind this guy, and then I will Fiendish Chain the other dude. Detach, push summon a monster from either player's graveyard in defense mode. I'm going to go ahead and Fiendish Chain this guy. He seems to be a nuisance, so he can't attack, and he's only 1500. That's not bad for us. We have Zerora doing stuff too, which is nice. So now we've got basically 2 monsters that are doing nothing. If he summons another monster from the extra deck, we get to get our Lost Wind back and then help deal with stuff later. Yep, he's going to have to Summoning Curse again. Again, Summoning Curse is really not doing too badly. It really isn't, because it already has gotten rid of 3 cards in our opponent's hand. So, I mean, it really, like, even going second, it really, like, wrecks resources. Unfortunately, they're adding a lot of stuff back, which isn't helping. They have Happy. Kind of makes sense. Yep, this is good. He's going to summon Feet Man, which will allow us to get back, what's it called? The Lost Wind. And also he has to banish because he summoned, and the Lost Wind will come back, and Lost Wind will help us deal with some kind of a big monster later. That's perfect. Like I said, this is like, it's already 4 cards banished in 1 turn, even going second. That's really not terrible. In certain ways, it's obviously Summon Limit is better than Summoning Curse, because Summon Limit would have just stopped 2 summons. We would come back to our turn, we would have been able to do stuff. But it's definitely not bad either. So he's going to go rank this guy up probably into, okay, Gimmick Puppet. Detach 1 material from this card your opponent controls. Flick damage equal to his original attack. So we're going to take 13. At least we're not taking more than 13. Target 1 card. He's going to destroy the Summoning Curse. That's actually good. It's good that he destroyed it, because he has no cards in hand anyway. I'm the one who's going to be special summoning next turn. So really, the Summoning Curse actually, it benefits us. It actually benefits us that he destroyed the Summoning Curse. Because now when we special summon, it's good, because he can't special summon anyway. He's going to summon back Gimmick Puppet, this dude right here. And now he's going to link, I guess, into the Chimera Doll. Okay, so you can either send and then special summon 1 Gimmick Puppet from your hand. Fair enough. And he's going to add the little dude. I don't think he's actually even normal summoned this turn anyway. This is the longest duel I've ever had with Gimmick Puppet, by the way. Gimmick Puppets used to suck. Nobody played them. They came out with a bunch of new support. It became an FTK. I have never had a duel this long with a Gimmick Puppet player. ever. This is like I think this is maybe the longest Gimmick Puppet duel of all time. It might be, because I've never even seen battle phase. So these two can attack. He can't attack. He's 0. He's irrelevant. So this gets destroyed, which is actually a good thing, because that means that Zorora's coming. Zorora can summon a monster back, which is nice. That's actually not bad. So now we have some cool little moves that we could do here. We have to get rid of this guy. We have to get rid of... Is this guy during your main phase? Yeah, this card's actually important. So we can get rid of that. Buzzsaw Shark, Zorora. I think Zorora is better in this situation. Honestly, I think Zorora is better than Buzzsaw Shark. Lost Wind, I forget I also have. So we can summon that out. And hopefully he doesn't have another card that steals our monster. So we'll activate this. Target itself. Lost Wind, not yet. We'll add the girl. The Nibiru's little sister. We'll do this, activate this effect to summon back Endymion. We'll summon back Endymion. Now I gotta definitely read some of this stuff. Okay, this is negated, so I don't even know what is the advantage there. Don't even activate that. Banish this card from a graveyard, target 2 Gimmick Puppets. Okay, that's really good. I think now we activate this card to destroy itself plus his card. We'll see what that gets us. I still don't know what to call by. Okay, that's fine. None of my monsters in my graveyard matter. So it's good. We baited that out. He could have actually just... He could have called by this guy, and we would have been in a really, really, really bad situation. So that's fine. We're going to get rid of that. It's perfectly fine. So we destroy that. We made the right play there. Now I think we go into... What's crazy is actually Wonky Quartet could be really, really good right now. But I don't think I'm in a dire situation where I need to summon that. I'm not going to summon that. I actually think that this is probably the best card to summon. We could also go into Galaxy. He has no interruptions right now. Galaxy is pretty good too. But I actually think that Berserker is probably the best right now. And then next turn we have Buzzsaw Shark to go into Galaxy if we need to. I think this is the right play. And then we can attack over things here. We can attack over this, and then leave this idiot, and then this guy's negated. I think that's actually the right play, because he can attack 2 monsters. So we'll go battle face. We'll attack over this. Hopefully there's no graveyard effect that I missed. Sometimes that does happen. So we'll attack over this. We'll gain some attack points. And we'll attack again over this guy. I think we can leave 0 attack man. He doesn't really do anything, so we'll attack over this. And this 0 attack man has a graveyard effect, so I definitely can leave him. Main phase 2, just in case he goes into something. I guess I'll just set that now that I have some zones available to myself. So that's not too shabby, honestly. That is not too shabby. Alright, he's going to activate, banish... Target Gimmick Puppet monsters. Alright, there's nothing. That's fine. What does it do? Gimmick Puppet monsters. Your opponent cannot target Gimmick Puppet monsters you control with card effects. So I have to remember that. If this card's in your graveyard, you can banish one of the Gimmick Puppet, special summon this card from your hand. I don't think this is going to be a better card than Draco. This is not going to be a better card to activate Draco Berserker on than this, because if I banish that, it won't be able to special summon itself. That's actually great. So he banishes the monster, and then he banishes that card, and then he doesn't get to summon. I don't think there will be a better card to use it on than that. Another issue that we've got here that actually really sucks. Again, I got to keep in mind I can't Lost Wind any of my opponent's monsters. I can't Lost Wind any of them this turn because he used this Bisque. Since he used this card, I can't do anything. Banish this card from your opponent. Cannot target Gimmick Puppet monsters go with card effects this turn. Okay, I gotta keep that in mind 100%. And he's gonna summon this guy back. Again, I can't target anything, so he's gonna add back the rank up spell. It all depends on a number of things here. Detach, place one on face monsters, okay. You can place it on all our monsters essentially. That's a pretty crazy effect. Just add it to your hand for free if it's in your graveyard. Pretty good card. Detach, special summon. Nope, can't activate anything. Again, they're all dark, so goes and match really does nothing here. And he's going to summon the Machinist again. I guess he can add a rank up spell. I'm just going to add another rank up Ardent Force. Ardent Chaos Force. What we're really afraid of right now is the guy that destroys cards and inflicts damage. If he uses that guy, we're pretty cooked. Yeah, we're pretty cooked if he uses that guy. I really don't have anything to do. Destroy as many monsters with sticky string as possible. Banish. Draw one card, inflict damage. Yeah, I think we're cooked. So he's going to destroy those, and we're going to take 31. If he just attacks, we lose. And he's going to... Oh, this is over. Our rival, our sworn rival. Okay, he's going to activate Gold Sarcophagus. We just activate Goes and Match. But it doesn't matter because Msetti happens to be dark anyway. But now I think we just lose. All he has to do is just enter the battle phase and we lose this duel. Yeah, that was a much closer game though already. Even though we lost and we should have lost. The second we lost a coin flip, we should have lost this game. And somehow we kind of stretched it out. But this has been terrible. Not a single win this entire episode so far. It's just been horrible. We also got demoted because I got 4 straight losses with the Rock deck. And then this deck got put into a terrible situation where it had to undo all of that crap and then play it against an FTK. Okay, we won the coin flip. Somehow we drew 2 bricks again. We draw this guy more than we draw the actual battling box here. That's a 1-card combo. Like I have no idea how this dumb shit happens. I have no idea how we draw. We have 3 bricks in our whole deck, and we draw them every duel, guaranteed. We don't draw all of them every duel, but we draw a brick every single time. Like I have no idea how it happens. So we'll draw. Like seriously, like how does this happen? We have 3 bricks. We have the trap card. We have Eternal Galaxy, and we have these 2. And we draw them every turn. Without failure, we cannot have a duel where we don't draw one of them. So we'll activate, pop. Photon Advancer is probably better than these 2, so we'll just put this back. Actually, you could summon this from your hand with the other one, so at least we'll throw this back into the deck. Unfortunately, this is our end board. Judgment, Warning, and hopefully it's enough, but we know how little it takes to beat us. I mean, we're a Lightning Storm and a 1-card combo when we lose, honestly. And this guy's playing a 60-card deck, which you know he's going to open absolutely magnificently. Because he's playing a 60-card deck. He's going to open like cards like... We're going to be shocked at how great this guy opened. Foolish Burial. It begins, right? The 1 card out of the 60 cards. The foolishness begins. He's going to send... The only Lightsworn that does not activate Felice needs to be sent by Monster Effect. Should have sent Wolf, sent Felice. Why'd he send that? I don't know. Okay. It's incredible. People can get lucky, but you can't out-duel stupid. That is another Endymion. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's not even bad, honestly, in this situation. So we'll activate Zorora, attach to itself, attach the Exceed monster, activate this. I can summon out Endymion. Nope, don't want to Solemn Warning that. Things are bad enough as it is, so we'll go with that. Now we will activate. Do I want to draw or do I want to pop his... I don't know what... This guy's playing some dumb shit, so I'm going to go ahead and pop both cards before I run into like a Mirror Force or something. Lightsworn, Agius. Okay, so I should have just drawn. Even though it has a graveyard effect, I should have just drawn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go into... I'm going to go into Galaxy, and also I'm going to go into a monster. Yeah, I'm going to go into Galaxy here. This isn't too bad, actually. This is not too bad. So we're going to go into Galaxy. We're going to detach. For sure, we're going to detach this. We also get a free special summon. We're going to search this to hand. Yes. And then we're going to be able to summon Photon for free. And now we can go into a Synchro monster with this. No, we don't want to make this level 8. That was not going to be helpful to anybody. Now we can go, I would say probably Adamantipator Risen's good, because that way we have a monster that is... Actually, don't we want to attack first? No, let me see what this does. I don't want this to be something stupid like I know it's going to be something stupid. It's going to be like the little Lightsworn dog. And then we're going to get screwed, but I mean, never mind. It's 2100 attack, okay. 2100 defense. I guess we just attack over that. I don't even know what this is or why it has so much defense. I should have just made the monster that I should have made. I took life points for no reason, but 2100 Visa Starfrost, dude. Okay. So now we make Risen because we do have a water monster in graveyard. Now we can rank up, do everything we need to do. So now we have Risen, water monster in graveyard, and Eternal Galaxy to turn this guy into more. And then we've got, I mean, they could have a Lightning Storm, Kaiju. They definitely can have outs to everything we have here. But so far, this is honestly not too bad. This is a pretty good situation. We have 4 negates exactly, and they have 4 cards in hand. So theoretically, we have a negate for every single card that they have. So in theory, we should win this duel. But, you know, things can always go wrong. Things don't always go right, but they can always go wrong. So these got 4 cards, we've got 4 negates. Theoretically, this should be tied in a knot. It should be done. This duel should be over if all things go well. Okay, he's going to set a monster. Okay. I don't know what this guy didn't even break. He opened Foolish Burial. He did not break. This guy opened a hand that was definitely playable out of that 60 cards. He might even have an Ash for this. A little late. A little late on this Ash Blossom, but he might have an Ash for this. Tearlament. Having this. Okay, special summon this card. Okay, I think I'm going to... Do I let him do this? If I do this, I could Solemn Warning this. If I Solemn Warning this, it'll be destroyed by card effect, and then I could just negate it with Galaxy. So I'm going to go ahead and Solemn Warning this. I'm not trying to deal with the Tearlament having this. So if I Solemn Warning this and he activates the graveyard effect, then I can use the Galaxy to negate that graveyard effect. So either way, he will be negated. And now we stop that. We add Summoner back. Yes to hand. We add Summoner. If he wants to, he can activate this in the next chain. Never mind. He doesn't have any fusion cards. And we win! Look at that. I don't know what this guy was playing. Lightsworn Tearlament, but he made the absolute wrong decisions. Alright, we stopped the losing streak. This is what our opponent's playing. They were playing Lightsworn Tearlament with really not that many Tearlaments to even be playing a Tearlament deck. A lot of bricks. But this guy opened, like, I don't know what he opened, but he had Foolish Burial, right? He could have sent Wolf. Could have normal summoned something. Like, I don't know why he sent the only one that can't be summoned. It is what it is. Alright, finally, so long into the episode, we get to actually open some packs. That first deck was a failure, the Rock deck. I did play it in solo mode, and it did fairly well, but, you know, solo mode doesn't have hand traps and board breakers. Marin says Crown Tail, not the good one. Ooh, that's not too terrible for a water. That's good with Endymion. Endymion's both a spellcaster and a water. Lets you search a spiritual water art. I don't know if I have that. A possessed spell trap card, that I do have. I don't know if I have this, but this is a very good card. I do have Unpossessed. I don't have this, and I don't have this. That's cool. Watt Kinetic, Puppeteer, and Predaplan, Spider Orchid. Can't really do anything with that. So maybe this, but let's see what this is. We've got a UR, which is a Horus, the Black Flame Deity, the worst of the Horus cards. You need a Horus monster and King Sarcophagus. Reveal it. Send 1 card, non-targeting. Send 1 card on the field to the graveyard. Yeah, so it's not terrible. Assuming you have a lot of things. So this card is for us, it's useless. But that's fine. 1 more pack. Let's see what we get out of this one. So it's not glowing, but honestly, that was one of the worst URs we could have possibly have pulled, because we just can't use it. Revival Splash. This might be usable. This card's honestly not bad with Time Thief, because we can activate this. Special summon back Time Thief. He becomes a water monster. Time Thief refills himself with material. So this card is actually not terrible, and it's actually searchable. Chronicle, Royal Storm Guard, Twin. I don't think this one's good, right? Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any monsters to summon anyway. Lord British Fighter, and Super Quantum Blue Force. So other than Revival Splash, which is actually kind of usable, none of the other cards are really usable. Alright, so we won another coin flip. Awesome. All hand traps. Well, traps and hand traps. No monsters of use here. So I guess we just set 4 pass. That's all we could really do here. Set 4 pass. We have no monsters. In theory, we have things like Buzzsaw Shark and Uppercutter, which we should be drawing in theory. So we do have cards that potentially can be like a 1-card combo for us, but we'd have to actually draw them. He's going to summon a Maiden. I don't really care about. Target the Maiden. Oh, he's going to target the Maiden to activate the effect, but I'm not going to let him. So he's going to target it, and then he's going to target the special summon of Blue Eyes. I'm not trying to deal with that. I think since he already used the targeting effect, he can't use it again. So we're going to actually just Fiendish Chain this now. And now the summon from deck will be negated. So when I attack this, he also can't activate the other effects. So it's much better than ashing. But I will basically, he'll waste this. This effect will be negated. And when I attack him, he won't be able to summon a Blue Eyes from the deck, which is nice. But he has 400 attacks, so he can attack us now directly. Link 1, never mind. Here comes Link Karibo. He literally had a monster that was more attack than this Link Karibo. Just a second ago, he should just attack with what he had. The monster he had already had more attack. Setting, okay, before the battle phase. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I just need to draw a monster. I just need to draw a monster. It's not a hand trap. Not a hand trap, though. A monster that's not a hand trap. End phase, perfect. Let's see what we got here. Also, it's cool that Fiendish Chain got to stick around. Roachka's pretty good. Roachka's the kind of monster we want. It's cool that the monster, that this stuck around because it allows us to send for Forbidden Droplets, which is nice. You activate Roachka. Hopefully, like, imperms this or does something stupid. Like, ashes this or imperms this. This is one of the perfect cards that we have. I love it because its attack stats are decent and it baits stuff, which is phenomenal. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, right, if this was a Buzzsaw Shark, we would have been cooked. But it's not, so we get to, you know, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It would have let us draw a card. Who cares? We just attack directly, and our opponent will, yep, declare, sure, why not? Nope, don't have any response. And that's it. He's gonna basically make our attack 0. Nope, no need for replay and end phase. We still have 4 interruptions, so that's still cool. It's just as good as summoning maybe one of our larger monsters. Plus, we don't have a floodgate that prevents us from playing, which is kind of nice. I just realized, you know what's another card we haven't seen in a while? There can be only one. Sometimes we'll have these like extended periods of time where we just won't see there can be only one. Activate Sage, target Maiden. I'm going to Ash the Sage for sure. And then when he activates Maiden, I'm going to... yeah. Well, actually, I don't need to do anything because I Ashed the Sage anyway. I mean, he could still activate this. Technically, it was targeted. I guess he didn't, but I'm going to Ash the Sage. Cool. And now I don't have to deal with anything here. This was targeted, but it doesn't matter. We're just basically preventing him from getting to a Blue Eyes. If he gets to a Blue Eyes, we're cooked because Blue Eyes has 3,000 attack. And that's actually really difficult to deal with in our deck. So right now, we just need to do things to prevent Blue Eyes from coming out onto the field. So we're going to summon Endymion. Again, if he ashes this, if he does something about it, it doesn't really matter. Activate Magistus. Cool. I think I want to get rid of this back row because he seems to be playing some BS. And since he's playing some BS, I definitely want to get rid of the back row. So I'll put this here. And we'll activate it to pop this, pop this. I just want to whittle down his resources. Mirror Force. I knew it. I knew it was going to be some bullshit. So I think the right thing to the right play to make right now would be Galaxy. Yeah, it's Galaxy. And I don't know what he's possibly got left in hand. Oh, probably an Effect Veiler. That's what I would imagine. He probably has an Effect Veiler left in hand. But if it's an Effect Veiler, we're actually good. Because Yeah, Effect Veiler's cool. If he wants to use Effect Veiler, by all means, man, use Effect Veiler. He doesn't seem to be using Effect Veiler, which is good. I don't know what else to hand, yes. I don't know what else he can have, but Effect Veiler would make sense. I'm actually going to go ahead and activate Forbidden Droplets now, so I don't mess this up later. I'm going to send the one that's face up on the field to negate his monster effect, the Maiden. It doesn't target, which is good. Since it doesn't target, he can't just respond to special summon a Blue Eyes or anything like that. I'll negate his effect, so he can't do any of his effects. We'll go to battle phase. And we'll just attack over this monster. Again, what does he have in hand? Like, what card does this guy have? I'm so confused. Like, what does he... Oh, Link Haribo. Okay. I was like, what does he have? This doesn't matter because actually it does matter. I shouldn't have sent that. That was dumb on my part. I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited for the battle phase like I should have, because now we can just activate this to send this to the grave. I should have done this differently. That's my fault 100%, but I could have done 2,000 damage here, but it's whatever. I 100% that was stupid, but I mean, we're in a kind of a winning position here. We have 2 interruptions, and we're about to get Eternal Galaxy on board, so I should have done that. Sometimes I'll just do that to send it to the graveyard just to avoid the... just to avoid, like, getting into the battle phase and misclicking or making some kind of a stupid mistake. I'll do stuff like that, but I really shouldn't do that because we could have just done 2,000 extra damage, and now I didn't do that. So that's cool, though. We have 3 pretty good interruptions, plus this guy gains us advantage every turn, which is nice, and he's got 2 cards left, so in theory, we have him in a pretty good place. We've got him held up here. He's gone through his Maidens, his Sages, his everything. So he's gone through a lot of cards. The Mirror Force, we stopped. We stopped a lot of things. We were like dueling Kaiba right now. He's got everything. But we managed to stop all this. Stone is annoying, but Stone is not the end of the world again. I have the negate for Stone. So even if he makes a Link Haribo, that's fine. Again, I have the negate for this. The Stone will not be coming out. So you'll summon that out. That's fine. Probably just go to end phase. Battle phase. So you have 300 attack, dude. End phase. Okay, so now he's going to activate this Stone. I'm definitely going to activate this to add for sure. Now, the question is, who do I add? Probably just something to just Advancer. I can detach. I want to save my protection, so I'll save this on there. I'll probably just add Advancer. Yes. Hopefully we just draw a level 4. And then he's going to activate this in the end phase, and I'm going to negate it. He keeps passing priority to try to trick me, but I am not dealing with that. We're going to activate this, negate the monster effect. We're going to detach Roachka, and we will be negating the White Stone of Ancients. He still has no Blue Eyes in graveyard, so he can't even use like the other... We've prevented him from getting a Blue Eyes onto the field for such a long time. I think what he's got in hand is actually a Blue Eyes White Dragon, or like alternative or something like that. That's great, actually, if he does have alternative. So now we just... special summon this out. I don't think he's got any more interruptions. This Link Haribo has been lingering for quite some time here. It has been lingering. We've allowed him to continue to... That'll make it 0. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about replay. No. I want to save my interruptions for something important, not Link Haribo. Again, I drew this duel out a little longer than I needed to. Link Haribo is actually kind of insane. Comes back every turn. Every monster he's played has been a level 1 monster or a Link Haribo. He's going to summon another level 1 monster. I'm not going to Solemn Warning this, but he can actually summon another Link Haribo again. If this is alternative, then he's going to be able to add a Blue Eyes, and then... This is the most plus Link Haribo I've ever seen in my entire life. It is the greatest Link Haribo that's ever been used. Every single turn he's done something with this Link Haribo. Add a Blue Eyes. If he has alternative, it's fine because I have Solemn Warning. I mean Solemn Judgment, so it's fine anyway. End phase, yes, we want to add. Yes. So we'll add the Galaxy Summoner to hand. We'll add that to hand. And now we just got to draw some kind of a monster. I hope we draw a monster. Photon Thrasher, the only card we do not want to draw. So we'll summon this out. We unfortunately do not have any galaxies in the graveyard. We can summon Actually, we could summon this guy and be done with the stupid Link Karibo finally. Actually, I think I'm going to do that because this Link Karibo has been absolutely annoying me. Yeah, I'm going to just be done with it because this is like, this Link Karibo's been just horrific. Every turn it comes back. Every single turn it benefits him. Detach this to both of them. And we'll put this guy underneath. Finally, we'll be done with him. We would have won the duel right now if I had done the battle damage thing properly earlier. But it's fine. So we'll attack. Again, we should have won, but we're in a really good position right now. Unfortunately, we always... This is another thing that happens a lot. We draw Photon Thrasher when we've got the number 90 Galaxy on board, and we're like, we're not going to add it. And for some reason, we happen to draw this guy a lot. Alright, any scoops. Perfect. Like I said, we had that kind of wrapped up. It would have sucked if you drew something like a Lava Golem and a one-card combo. That would have sucked, but it's fine. This is what our opponent's playing. Extremely pure Blue Eyes. Like, other than Link Karibo is the only non-Blue Eyes card in this entire deck. Other than, like, I guess you could say the Galaxies, but, like, other than the Galaxies and the Link Karibo, every single card in this deck was a Blue Eyes card. And what's ironic is we fought more against Link Karibo than any Blue Eyes card in this entire deck. Alright, time for some Master Packs. So right off the bat, no glow, but you never know, even with no glow. Flash Fusion, Lyrilusk, Recycle, Mermaid Shark, Lady in White, Plant, Oath Magician, and Bujinki Peacock. More Bujinkis. More Bujinkis. We have a lot of Bujinkis, but never enough for a deck because we don't have any of the extra deck monsters because we have a bunch of the main deck monsters, but not any of the extra deck monsters. Condolence Puppet, Blue Dragon Summoner, Vampire Desire. That is a good card. That is a generically good rank 3 that we can potentially use. That's just a good generic rank 3. That's good enough. Umbral Horror, level 5. 4 level 5 monsters. Target one spawn trap card, destroy it. So you do all that just to summon a monster that's level 5. That's just absolutely not worth it. Inzektor, what's with all these Xseed monsters? Underneath here, we have Valhalla, pretty decent for a fairy deck, actually. If we ever get enough fairies, that's not a bad card at all. And then this card is Joyous Melfi. This might be a playset. It might actually be a playset of this card, which is kind of crazy. I think it might be. Let's go check out, let's go check out the Melfi stuff that we have. Let's go see what we have. Okay, let's see what we've got under here. So, yep, that is a playset of ultra rare Joyous Melfi. This literally could have been anything else. It could have been any other thing. Related cards, we do have a Hecatrix and we do have a Valhalla, so that's pretty cool. I guess we can check out our level... I guess let's check out our fairies in general. We definitely have some pretty cool fairies. Now that we know we have a Hecatrix and the Valhalla, might as well check out the fairies. Pretty decent batch here. We have this guy. We have 3 of him. He's pretty good on normal summon. Set a continuous spell trap card. That's pretty decent. He's pretty decent. Mystic Shine Ball is pretty decent. We have 2 Mystic Shine Balls and 2 Venus. We don't have 3 Venus or 3 Mystic Shine Balls. Sword. We have Condemned Maidens. Not great, but we have, I believe, 3 Condemned Witch, which is nice. We have Meek, which I didn't realize was a fairy. Yeah, there it goes. The Agent of Creation Venus. We have her. We have the Dark Lord. We have the Weather Painter Ultra Rare. We might have other Weather Painters that are decent. They are fairies, if I remember. Yeah, they are. Weather's not bad. We have Guiding Ariadne, which is a decent card, actually. The Star Seraph cards. This we used to use Consecrated Light. Every time we used it, they would play Blue Eyes. It's incredible. And then I wouldn't even say like this is more fairies than I expected. Like, these are kind of underwhelming. I don't really see a... Oh, we have the Trickstar engine. I forgot all about that. We have a decent batch of Trickstar cards. Goddess of Sweet Revenge. This guy's pretty good. Bountiful Artemis with counter traps. He's pretty good. We also have that other dude, too. That's pretty decent. Yeah, Condemned Witch. We have 2 copies of Condemned Witch. I didn't realize she was a fairy. Hecatrix, Brunhild. Korobane we have. I didn't even realize we had this. Herald of Orange Light. I didn't realize we had that. We have this for counter traps too. The Maytiel. It seems like we have a lot, but just like not enough to actually do anything with. We don't have enough to build like a counter trap deck, unfortunately, at this point, because we don't have enough counter traps. We have counter traps, but not enough. We just kind of have a lot of things, but not really enough to build anything specific here. Any kind of a specific deck. I don't think it's quite good enough yet. It's just a bunch of like random fairies that have nothing to do with each other. Alright, unfortunately we lost a coin flip, but the hand is phenomenal. Like really, really good. We have a battling boxer, the one that is the one we actually want to draw. We have him. And then we have the Shathana. And unfortunately they're playing a deck, and they're playing a meta deck, they're playing a real deck here, and they drew full combo pretty much. With this card is full combo, low is full combo. Goes in is dead because they're playing an all light deck anyway. We always draw the most amazing hands going second against the combo deck that is like tier 2. Every time this happens, every time. If we had gone first, this would have been the wrong battling boxer. This would have been, I don't even know, this would have been like the Eternal Galaxy Trap card. Gozen match would have still been here because this is a bad matchup for it, and then we would have had like maybe these two. Actually, I think this is a bad matchup too because it really doesn't do anything either. Like they're fairies, but I don't. They're all different. This is a dragon. I think some of them are fairies. Some of them, they're all different things. So there can be only one kind of sucks in this matchup. Warning sucks in this matchup because Warning doesn't suck in this matchup. It's actually good, but Warning going second sucks, and then Battling Boxer is good, but this actually, one thing you have to keep in mind is he actually gets rid of your battle phase. We've never run into this, but the guy that he summons gets rid of your battle phase if you special summon him. So the one that bricks this guy right here, you can't conduct your battle phase for the rest of the turn. It's going to summon Protector. This is a warrior. Low's a fairy. This is a dragon. This is a spellcaster. The girl with the feet in the graveyard or in the banish pile, she's a dragon. So they're all different types. There can only be one, and Gozen match are both totally dead. Solemn, like I said, big problems here. Okay, so they're going to summon low. They're going to get the trap card. This lets them destroy cards equal to the amount of cards, light monsters that they control. This is another matchup that's just really bad for us. Like, if we go first, we have a chance, but if we go second, this deck is just unbeatable for us. This guy's a negate. This pops cards. Like this is just such a horrific matchup. It doesn't matter what happens. Somehow we always lose the coin flip to this deck too. I don't know why, but we always lose the coin flip to this deck. Alright, he's going to summon link away both probably into the Dynatag guy. Dino Mundi, I meant to say. This guy's really good too. If we could negate it, we would. Trust me. If I had an imperm, I'd love to imperm this guy. Takes a lot of greed to get rid of that board to summon this dude. Like an imperm right now would be absolutely vicious. But unfortunately, we don't have imperm. Actually, never mind, not imperm. Call by the grave right now would be vicious. Call by would be disgusting. Like if he activated that effect and I call by'd his monster, that would have been absolutely one of the meanest things you could do to a person. But unfortunately, we don't have that. Low. Yep, he gets to do this. It's a really greedy play, too, if you think about it, to summon this. Because, again, if I had a call by there, oh my god. That would have been the greatest call by ever. It's greedy because he had this board, but he goes into the link, too, so that he can use low again to place another card. And this is, like, additional protection. Okay, so now I guess we try to play. So we try to play. Keyword is on try. So we'll summon this out. Funny enough, I think this is one of those situations where it's such an unwinnable situation. I think Wonky Quartet might be the right play here. So he's going to be able to use Blessing to summon even more. And Blessing, he's going to use the Ceravis man to summon actual Ceravis. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at this duel. It's looking pretty dire. We might as well activate this, but he could just negate and destroy it if he wants to. I don't think he will. but he can. Unfortunately, too, Saravis, we're going to add this, but unfortunately, Saravis actually counters the wonky quartet play that we spoke about. And we activate this, special summon. Now, I think it's crazy that a Called by the Grave would have ended all of this. I think that's insane. This card would have been dead. This card would have been dead. This card wouldn't have been here. This card wouldn't have been here. This card wouldn't have been here. And this card wouldn't have been here. One singular Call by the Grave would have ended all of this. Which is, I think, kind of unbelievable. It really is. It's a lot of risk to go into this Dino Mundo. He's going to activate the trap card to destroy light monsters and light card. Alright, whatever. He up to the number of light monsters. Yeah, we're not winning this duel. This was really bad. We're not going to win this one. Alright, we won the coin flip. We drew some bricks. That goes without saying. If you control a photon, you can special summon it. This is a galaxy monster. Brick and this. Our opponent is definitely 100% a meta player. 1,000,000% a meta player. They've got the Dragon Maid, the Apprentice, more girls. They're definitely playing a meta deck here, so that sucks for us. We're going to activate this. They didn't draw any hand traps, but they are definitely playing a meta deck, 100%. 1,000,000% they're playing a meta deck. Like I said, unfortunately, we did not draw enough starters. Fiendish Chain, cool. I guess put right hand shark back, just in case we draw a Buzzsaw Shark. We just set 2 and pass. That is very meager, but it is what it is sometimes. You can't draw a perfect hand every time. You can't draw a perfect hand, but our follow-up's pretty decent. It's unfortunate that this guy is Galaxy in name and not other things in name. They're playing a deck that is perhaps more annoying than even a meta deck, which is a pendulum deck, because they're about to be playing for 35 minutes straight. They're going to destroy our Fiendish Chain. That sucks for us. Look at the Endymion. Okay. The good thing is that actually Gozen matches pretty decent in this match. Never mind. Gozen is good in this matchup, but they've got Mystical Space Typhoon, so it didn't even matter. I can beat skill sometimes. Even though I'm playing a pile of random stuff, I can beat skill. I can't beat luck. I can't beat luck. I can't beat luck. Mystical Space Typhoon. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Like, this could have been so many better things. Could have been Harpy's Feather Duster. Could have been... It could have been Cosmic Cyclone, Twin Twisters, Heavy Storm. Nope. Mystical Space Typhoon. Yep. Nothing I can do now. Again, I'm not actually losing to this stuff. What I actually lost to was the Mystical Space Typhoon. Because I would have stopped this. He would have summoned the Servant of Endymion with its 900 attack. I would have flipped Gozen, and then he would have just been stuck on like one monster, and then I could have gone into some sort of light array of stuff, gone into, I don't know, maybe if I could get to it, Galaxy, or if I decided the light monsters, I would have gone into this. Water monsters, I would have gone into this, but again, I can't. You can always beat skill, but you can't beat luck. Unfortunately, we just, there's nothing left for us to do. We bricked, and on top of that, Mystical Space Typhoon. Alright, this is what our opponent was playing. They did have 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, and they also had Garura was the one that popped spawn trap cards. So they did have back row outs. Unfortunately, they had multiple. Alright, we won the coin flip, and this hand is actually pretty good. I'm probably even going to save the Shathana, because Shathana can trigger a Maxi, so I'm just going to save it. So I'm going to actually special summon this out, and then if he has a Maxi, he would have to use it now. He has a 60 card deck, but remember, we're playing against greatness here, so we're going to special summon Armored Sage. I think he probably has Imperm, but that doesn't change my decision anyway. I kind of have to do this. The Galaxy Photon Dragon. It's kind of crazy to draw an Imperm in a 60 card deck. I mean, it's at 3, so I guess it's not the end of the world. Stupider things have happened. We'll detach the Armored Sage. Hopefully he lets us search. Yep, there it is. It's like I knew it. It's like I knew it. So he's going to imperm the Photon Galaxy. And that will end our turn. That will end our turn. We've been dealing with this stuff all episode. They've had everything this episode. I can't. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Remember, luck always beats skill. No matter how hard you work in life, it doesn't matter. Someone out there bought a lottery ticket and won $30 million. It doesn't matter how hard you work. Fiendish Chain, okay. At least we have the crack. No, not crackdown. If you crack down a Fallen of Albaz, what actually happens is they still fuse. So never crack down a Fallen of Albaz. I already knew it's going to be. It's a Blazing Cartesia. This we could crack down actually, but I'm pretty sure it would still fuse, right? You can, using monster, yeah, you could still fuse if you use Blazing Cartesia. I think since he activated this, we can Fiendish Chain this, and I will be Fiendish Chaining this. This will prevent this from fusion summoning and also prevent it from doing it next turn if he happens to do it next turn. So we will Fiendish Chain this, and then depending on what else he has, it's a 60 card deck. It's very possible he has Fallen of Albaz. It's very possible he has the limited to 2 Aluber, but it doesn't seem that he does, so it's good for us. This again cannot activate, which is good. And we don't need to crack down yet. We might crack down actually, because we might make a use the Shathana plus this to make something here of ourselves. We'll activate this, see if he has an imperm this time around. I don't want to detach that, but I kind of have to. He might have Effect Veiler this time. He had imperm last. Oh, he has this to activate, but it's negated, so it's not going to happen. So he can activate it if he wants to, but again, it's not going to happen. He'll do that. That'll be negated. We'll add the Eternal Galaxy to hand. And now, I think what we do is we start using our opponent's cards against them. We will crack down. Is this a tuner? It is a tuner. Wonderful. We'll activate this to take this monster. I don't even know what he could possibly still have. I'm just like, I have no clue what is left for him to have. I don't know. Imperm, like, but imperms wouldn't be possible. We'll take that. It is actually a tuner, which is nice. So we'll summon out Shathana. And now we want multi-levels of interruption here, which is nice. I didn't play into Nibiru, right? How many summons do I have? 1 summon. Yeah, I max C. Max C now. Okay, that's fine though. I kind of have to do this. I don't want to, but I kind of have to make something out of this because my monsters are really weak. So I'm going to go ahead and make an Adamantipator Risen. And link those away. Thank God that this Fiendish Chain got stuck on the field because the monster left the field without being destroyed. I guess we can activate this just in case. No, nothing will happen, but that's fine. We activate it just in case. And yeah, we just put everything back. This is a card that I have not... Somebody's been telling me in the comment section to cut Ring of Destruction. I have not drawn this card in so many duels. Why would I cut this? I haven't seen it. I've never drawn this and been like, wow, I really don't want to see this. I haven't. I never see this card. Ever. I never see this card. I have no reason to cut it. It's never been like... I've never opened that card and been like, man, this is the last card I want to see right now. Like, there's been so many worse cards. So many brickier cards. I'm destroying this by battle, so it won't trigger. That's fine. Then we do 3,000. It has to be sent to the graveyard by card effect, or... If it's not sent to the graveyard card effect, it can be banished. So I guess he can banish it. He didn't send any monsters to the graveyard from the fusion. So Cartesia will not be coming back. He's got 3 cards. I've got about to have 2 negates. I'm about to have 3 negates actually. So in theory, we're in a decent situation. Usually if you can have a negate for every card your opponent has, you're in a decent spot. So we'll summon this out. Photon Lord, cool. So we're in a decent... We have 3 negates, 4 cards. We'll see if we can do this. And usually, one of them is going to be like a normal summon or something. So, if everything works out, we should win this duel. He's going to activate... Branded Lost. Okay, the activation of cards and effects that include... So, if I don't stop this... I will not be able to negate anything going forward, so I think it's best to actually negate this before he gets any kind of advantage. If I don't negate this, then I'm not going to be able to negate anything else anyway, so I might as well negate this wall. I still can negate something, because if he activates Branded Fusion, I won't be able to negate it anyway if Branded Loss is on the field. If I had an Ash, I could still negate Branded Fusion, but because it doesn't negate activations. So we got to get rid of that, plus this does give him, of course, triple Tactics Thrust. Draw 2 cards, okay, fine. Triple Tactics Talents, not Thrust. Talents, not Thrust. But it's fine. Again, I have 2 interruptions. It does suck that that happened, but I still have 2 interruptions available to me. And he's going to add a Branded Spell Trap card. He's going to add back Branded Lost. I mean, am I already committed to stopping this? I guess I'm kind of committed now, right? Yeah, I guess I'm kind of committed to stopping this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then I have the Forbidden Droplets for the other stuff. I kind of have to do this because I'm kind of committed. Because if he has Branded Fusion, then I'm just kind of screwed. After that point, I just can't do anything. So I kind of have to do this now. If he activates Branded Fusion and summons a monster and he has Branded Lost on field, I can't interact with anything ever again. He's going to summon a Luber. Okay, if a Luber's getting summoned, I can probably Forbidden Droplets this Luber, and I'm probably in a good situation if he doesn't already have Branded Fusion. I think this is the right play if he doesn't already have Branded Fusion. I could also just Branded Fusion the monster that's going to be summoned. I could do that, but then he sends stuff to the graveyard, which can be usable. So in this very rare case, I think, yeah, plus this can go to, if that goes to the graveyard, this can come back to his hand. In this is a very rare case where I actually think that stopping this Saluber is the right play. He's playing a 60-card deck. I highly doubt, and I hope I'm right, I highly doubt that he has a Branded Fusion in his hand. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. But it is possible that he does have the Branded Fusion. If he does, then I made the wrong decision. But I did not make the wrong decision. We're going to activate this effect. We're going to try to finish the game off. I'm going to activate this effect. He's still got something. I don't know what. Ash Blossom. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All I have to do is just draw a monster. Just any monster. As long as I draw a monster, I'm good. Just got to draw a monster. And my... Okay, goes in. It's not bad, actually. If he summons, like, Blazing Cartesia, it's not bad. It's not a monster, but it's not bad. We flip this, and just in case he's got another Ash. Can this backfire in any way? He doesn't... Gamma can't happen. Yeah, I think I can activate this. I don't think he can backfire in any way. See, why didn't he Ash this? Alright, those cards are decent. None of them are rocks. It's too bad there's no hand trap rocks for us to use. We'll go to battle. This has an effect where if a fusion monster leaves... Yeah, that's fine. No fusion monsters are leaving anytime soon. So we'll attack over this. We'll attack directly. And we'll set the goes in. Unfortunately, this effect is during your opponent's turn to attach, which sucks for us, actually. The effect to attach, because if I activate this and he has Thrust, and I'm pretty sure he has Thrust because he's playing a... I'm pretty sure he has Thrust, but if he has Thrust, then I can just negate the Thrust anyway. I think I actually activate the Galaxy. Yeah, I think I have to activate this effect to put a Photon on. If I put a Photon on in the standby phase, unless he has Thrust, we're good. So we'll attach... This one negates and destroys, so I guess we'll just attach this one. No, not to hand. We want to attach it. So now we can't be destroyed. We can be destroyed by card effect, but if we negate and destroy. He's going to Foolish Burial. Is this a concern? No, I don't think this is actually a huge concern. Actually, I think he just drew this because he just opened this. Last turn he didn't have anything, so obviously I think Risen is the best, because otherwise if I don't negate, he's going to send Tragedy. Okay, but if he sends Tragedy, he can add a Despia monster. Yeah, he can add a Despia monster, but he can also send something else that's foolish. You know what the point is? I think I'm going to negate this, because again, if he had this last turn, he would have activated it last turn. So I think if I just negate this, I'm good. I'm going to negate this. Hopefully he doesn't have another Talents. That would suck, but I think it's the right thing to negate. Yeah, that's the new card that he drew. I made the right play. I made the right play. Connection failed. We know what that actually means. We played that smart. We played that as well as we could have, and we got a bunch of legacy tickets for it. Okay, our opponent was playing a 60-card deck, but generally this is played now as a 60-card deck. You played 60 cards, play Grass Looks Greener. Triple Tactics was at 1. That is crazy. We really ran into the 1 of Triple Tactics. That's insane. That's probably the craziest part of it all. He is playing some weird stuff like Golden Sword Souls, stuff like that. He didn't open like that well because he didn't open any of the Bestial package, which would have actually cooked us, but lucky us. All right, let's open some Master Packs again. Let's open some Master Packs. Hopefully this one's pretty good. We started this episode off very slow because the beginning was just a bunch of L's. Dropsies, okay. We just got to pull the Link 1, and then we have a pretty good engine. Alien Kid, Performa Pal, Melfi Cat, Lunalight Wolf. Another Gate Guardian is actually not bad because we have that trap, the spell card that summons it, Incantation Doll. Another Lunalight Wolf is actually pretty good. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. So this is pretty decent cards, actually, even though they're low rarity. They were pretty decent. So let's see what else is there. Yeah, that was not bad. That was, as far as pulls go, those were not horrific in any way. Shooting Star, Tour Bus, Stardust Trail, Tri-Brigade Karaz is pretty good. War Rock, Romage, can't really use that, and another Hida in a higher rarity than the one we had before. That is not that great of a card, but it's another Hida. I mean, it's not a bad card. I just don't, like, I took out the barrier statue. Don't have a lot of fires, can't really summon it, but it's not a bad card. Okay, we opened pretty well, actually. We have Shathana and 2 Phoenix Chains, which actually isn't bad. We have Zorora, Shathana, 2 Shathanas, and a Phoenix Chain. So I think we activate Shathana, and hopefully they don't have Maxi, but they could have Maxi, which sucks for us, but it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. I can't. If they didn't have Maxi, we wouldn't be playing Master Duel, honestly. Now the question is, do we pass on this and just go to next turn, or do we continue to play and make more interruptions? I think that we just pass on this because I would have to summon Zorora. Yeah, I would have to summon Zorora, which is a normal summon. Is it worth summoning? I think it is worth summoning again. So I summon Zorora. I think it actually is worth summoning again. We'll activate the Zorora. Will activate. Hopefully we bait the Imperm that they obviously have in hand. If we bait Imperm, that's not bad. So we'll activate this to search. We'll summon one more time. We'll bait Ash, hopefully. We'll see if we can bait an Ash. I'm fairly sure that they have an Imperm in hand. We'll add this. So next turn, maybe we have some more plays. And I think here we actually special summon out Risen because we have 2 monster negates already on the field. So we have 2 monster negate and a spawn trap card negate. Although I'm like 90% sure my opponent has an Imperm anyway. So unfortunately we let our opponent go +1. The alternative to this would be to actually, I guess we activate this and see if our opponent responds. Hopefully they Imperm this. That would be actually phenomenal if they Imperm this. They don't. Sometimes you have to do that kind of dumb shit because they do respond sometimes and just make a mistake. And I guess we just end on this. It's not as good as it usually is, but it is. And the other thing, yeah, they end with 7 cards, which sucks. But we have a spell or trap negate, but they do have an Imperm. And then we have 2 monster negates. So this could go either way. Okay, they're going to Kaiju our monster. So I guess it was completely pointless to summon it anyway. I should have just ended on my monster. But again, there's no way of knowing any of this stuff. There's just no way of knowing. You can't play around any lightning storm. I can't. You can't play around. I swear to God, I win coin flips and then my opponents just have this shit anyway. Like, I don't even know why I bother winning coin flips if they're going to have these kinds of cards. And I did everything right? I had a spell and trap card negate. I had interruptions. And they're playing Numeron. You know what? I haven't seen Numeron in forever. I don't even care. I haven't seen them in forever. Truthfully, it happens. They're completely dead. There's a reason they're in Platinum. Playing against me instead of playing against anybody in Master. Alright, we lost a coin flip. We drew a phenomenal hand. We have this hand basically summons 2 rank 4s actually. Really good hand. Unfortunately, you're going second. And we're going second against the deck that we want to go second against, the absolute least out of any deck possible. Now, we do have Ghost Ogre, which is good. But the unfortunate thing is that these people kind of get lucky. So even if I have Ghost Ogre, they probably... If I Ghost Ogre this field spell, it would be actually really good. But I was just going to say they have the Mseti anyway, so it doesn't even matter because they have the Mseti anyway. This really does suck because we'll have such great hands and then we're stuck going second. We'll have the shittiest hands going first and then they're playing a going second deck anyway. We'll set that back. Again, we're just kind of screwed here because they're going to activate King Sarcophagus. We have Ghost Ogre again. We have Ghost Ogre for this, but they have already done... They open both anyway. If I activate this, I don't even know which one to pop. Which one's more dangerous for us. One adds... I guess we don't pop the field spell. We pop the King Sarcophagus. But it literally doesn't matter. If they had just opened this, I could have popped... If they've just opened this, I could have popped it and they would have ended. Or if they just opened this, I could have popped it and they would have ended. But they drew both. And they both count as King Sarcophagus. Okay, and then they put a card back. Now they're going to activate King Sarcophagus, I imagine. Never mind. They even have trade-in. So even if they didn't open this plus Mseti, they still had trade-in. They're going to activate this. I think this is the card that we Ghost Ogre here, is the King Sarcophagus. Is that a Vanity's Ruler? I am going to go ahead and Ghost Ogre this, although the field spell still counts as King Sarcophagus anyway. But technically speaking, the King Sarcophagus original is actually far more dangerous than the King Sarcophagus field spell. Because this doesn't really have effects that are as useful. This lets them send to the graveyard. It protects them from cards that don't target. And then when I do target them, they have other effects. But fortunately, I don't have 2 rows of back row removal. I just have 1. But this guy seems to be playing the Horus Stun is the deck that they're playing. So they're going to summon multiple monsters and then either tribute them or just sit on like skill drain and stuff like that. If I can pop this, I have a shot here. But King Sarcophagus is... This deck is really annoying to deal. Like I said, it's just very annoying to deal with. Vanity's Ruler. Your opponent can special summon monsters. So again, if I can pop this, I might have a chance here. Because my deck is... The crazy thing is my deck is primed to beat this kind of stuff. But of course, we draw all monsters. The duel that we don't need to draw all monsters, we draw all monsters. Of course, like it's just... Every time, man. Every time. The duel that we don't need to draw all monsters, we draw all monsters. So we're going to summon Endymion. There's a shot here because we can pop this and then we can start doing stuff. This, once per chain, special summon a Horus monster. Okay. So he has ways to special summon anyway. Remember all those duels where we opened 5 small trap cards? This would have been perfect right now, but of course we draw all monsters. So now I'm going to activate the Ninarinu. Pop this. It's crazy because this hand is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing, but not in this situation. Soul Drain doesn't affect anything that's going on right now. This will still get popped, and I think we just go to end phase here. This is honestly all I've got. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a card or effect, special summon a Horus monster. So, we dealt with King Sarcophagus, we dealt with King Sarcophagus 2, and now we have to deal with King Sarcophagus 3, this Protector card, which again summons back the Horus monsters for free. And we also have to deal with Vanity's Ruler during a duel where we unfortunately opened 4 special summons. Ring of Destruction. Remember the guy who told me to take out Ring of Destruction? This is a phenomenal card right now. Remember that? Remember take out Ring of Destruction? Now, I never draw this card anyway. I finally drew it. Definitely don't want to take it out. I think... What do we even set here? Do we even set anything? I think we just sit on everything in our hand. I don't think we need to set anything. Unfortunately, when I activate this, this will trigger to special summon something back. But I don't think I need to do anything right now. I think I just... I just should have just set the Battling Boxer. That's what I should have set. That's what I should have set for sure. Okay, he's going to go to battle phase. I should have set the battling boxer 100%. We're going to go ahead and Ring of Destruction here. Destroy this guy. Definitely a good thing I didn't cut this card. But they could always have some... Once per chain, he can summon... yeah, I should have 100% set the battling boxer, but because I'm going to take a lot of damage here. I wasn't thinking, I thought... I didn't think this through as well as I should have. He's going to summon this one. He doesn't have a lot of attack, so he's only 1200. So at least he summoned the weakest one. The one that I can actually out. Oh, he's going to draw cards because a monster left the field. So he's going to draw one. That was pretty smart on his part. Then I'm going to lose 1200. So at least I didn't lose yet. Next turn I can actually play. Assuming he doesn't manage to summon all of the King Sarcophagus stuff all over again, I can actually play. I can't activate monster effects in the hand, so I got to keep that in mind. Is it hand and graveyard, or how does it work? Monsters that are banished as well as in the graveyard cannot activate. Okay, so I can summon Shathana. I can summon Shathana. He's going to be able to summon something back with this Kenotopic Protector. This card's really annoying too. Just can't catch a break today. So he's going to summon back Emseti. Summon this thing out. And now we can summon ZS Armored Sage. Then we can also summon with Buzzsaw Shark. We'll special summon this out. And then we can summon out... I think Buzzsaw Shark's the right play here. He doesn't have the protection. Okay, by an opponent's card effect if another card leaves the field. And then he can send with Emseti. This locks me out of special summoning other than... That's fine though. So we'll activate this, copy this guy. And this will allow us to summon out the little shark, Imperm. Today's been Imperm all day, man. Imperm all day. Okay, I think we've got plays, though. I think we do have plays still, though. I think we go... Funny enough, I think we go Silent Honor Arc, take this. The problem is we don't have an out to, like, anybody else. Yeah, I think we Silent Honor Arc attack over this. Once per chain. How many other... Or he doesn't have any other Horus monsters. That's good, at least. So then we'll go with this. Yeah, I think we just go with this and this. This plus this. And the next turn we could possibly Buzzsaw Shark again. But we still have Buzzsaw Shark. So we'll go with the Silent Honor Arc. And then we'll activate his effect. Detaching both. To take this. It's not leaving the field, right? Technically, this, yeah, doesn't leave the field. Go to battle phase. And then we attack over this. And then we attack directly. And that's not too bad. It's not too bad. We also have follow-up. That's not too bad. It really depends on what he draws here, but we're not in the worst situation ever. Silent Honor Arc kind of put in work there. It outed the Emseti, so he didn't get to send. As long as he doesn't draw something outrageous right now, that was pretty good. He's setting a card. That's good to see. That's usually good to see. He's setting a monster. That's also usually pretty good to see. We have to hope. We have to hope that this is... I don't even know if I want to activate anything, honestly. I don't even know if I want to activate anything. I think what I want to do is I want to just summon Endymion. I don't want to activate anything because then this brings back a monster. I don't want to do that. So I think the right play here is just attack and then attack and attack. That is, I think that's the correct play. So I think we summon out this. We don't attack. We don't do anything stupid. We attack with our biggest monster. We don't activate a damn thing. Yeah, we attack with our biggest monster to make sure that it gets over whatever the hell this is that's face down. And then 13 and 16 should, in theory, be enough afterwards. So we don't take any stupid risks here. Okay, it's an Ash Blossom. Perfect. No stupid risks. And then we attack directly. Not activate anything because we cannot allow this trap card to trigger. Hopefully this isn't some sort of a crazy mirror for... And it's a summon limit. Okay, thank God. That was an unlikely win. That was a totally unlikely win. They drew beautifully. And that Ring of Destruction saved the game. That Ring of Destruction saved the game. It absolutely saved that game. And that's what I mean. Somebody's been telling me to take it out. I've never had a bad experience with the damn card. I've never, not once. I've never looked at the card drawn and be like, this should be something else. Ever. There's been plenty of other cards that are like, this sucks. I wish I didn't have this in my hand. It's never been Ring of Destruction. All right, this is what our opponent's playing. They're playing a stun variant of this deck. They've got Majesty's Fiend, Vanity's Ruler. We actually have Majesty's Fiend. We actually have 2 Majesty's Fiends, funny enough. But we don't have the free special summons that they have. The only free special summons we have are 10E monsters. So in theory, other than the 10Es, we really don't have anything else. But we have this. I don't even know if we've got these. We might have these. I don't know. And then they've got Dangers, all of these guys. All right, let's see what else we can get today. We've got another Master Pack that's glowing, which is, I guess, can be good, can be bad. We'll see. Can go either way. We've got Gravekeeper's Descendant, another copy. This card's not bad. Blaze Accelerator, regular, not good. Yosenju, Tainted of Testina. It's Testina card. It's a level 5. I don't think I can use that. Odd Eyes, Meteor Burst Dragon. It's a generic, usable card. It stops monster effects in the battle phase. It's not terrible. And then we've got Double Iris Magician. This could be good against a matchup against maybe like Tenpai, but I don't know if I can really do anything with that. Double Iris is yet another pendulum card that we pulled. We pulled so many pendulums, but I have absolutely no idea how to properly play a pendulum deck. I know how to stop a pendulum deck once they get started, but I have no idea how to like actually sit on that side of the duel and play it. So that's kind of the problem with pendulums. Prediction Princess, Live Twin, Channel. This card's not that great. X-Saber, Karakuri, Blue Summoner Magician 2 in 1 episode. Let's see what this is. Destrudo is really good. And that is a really great card, but I would say, what deck is that probably good for? Probably our Chaos deck, maybe. Maybe our Chaos deck. Great card, actually. And then we've got a Frightfur card that I probably will never be able to use because you need the Tiger and you need the Sabertooth and you need all of the other stuff in the archetype in order to play that stuff. But actually, Destrudo's really good. Alright, let's open up some Legacy tickets. We'll see what we get here. We've got 7 glowing packs. 7 glowing packs. There ought to be something good in here because we have not been pulling much great stuff in here. Insects of the Sky. We haven't been pulling much great stuff out of this in general. Pentastag's really good. Pentastag is really good. If a linked monster attacks its advanced position monster, inflict piercing, that can be actually really good. Can help us win games. 2 effect monsters, pretty generic. Pentastag is one of the better generic cards that you can pull out of this pack, so that's not bad. Bloodsucker. Can't really do much with Bloodsucker. I don't think that I can. I don't know what he does. Great Emperor Penguin. Okay, attribute this for some 2 penguins, but he's level 5. Problem. Magical Mallet. Okay. We have pulled quite a few penguins. Level 5, that's a problem. Fortune Telling, Monk Fighter. Every one of these packs has a glow. For what reason, I'll never know. We've got a holo. Demise King of Armageddon is actually a decent card. We just need 3 more and all of the rituals, and then we can play it. Magical Mallet. 2 Magical Mallets. Back to back. You know how unlikely that is? You have any idea how unlikely that is? Exhausting spell. That's how I feel right now. Chaos Rider Gustav. You have any idea how unlikely it is to pull 2 cards of the same card out of 2 packs? Okay, that's actually not bad. Megalith Ooch. Megaliths are a very low rarity deck. If I end up pulling them all, we could do something. Hammer Boozer and Destiny Hero Dusktopia. This would have been really useful a while ago when I was using the Destiny Hero Monster Fusion Engine. Because I do have Destiny Fusion, or yeah, I have 1 Destiny Fusion. Pharaoh's Treasure, Transmigration, break any card, return to the deck. The graveyard is removed from play instead. If we ever play against Madolches, they are in for quite a duel. And then let's see our last actual last pack. Let's see, we've got Puppet Rook, which is a very, very small archetype, and XY Dragon Cannon, which unfortunately is not useful. Okay, so here's the Rock deck. It absolutely underperformed. Nobody's fault, really. Things just happen sometimes. It underperformed. I try to follow the directions in the comments section, but not every deck is going to be great. Like I said, when I dueled in the solo mode, it was actually kind of good, but then when I got to the actual game, it was a disaster. Magical Mal is now playset. That's cool. We've been bricking a lot, maybe. Megalith Ooch. Let's click related cards. We have a ton of Megalith cards. We're missing this, and this. They're all low rarity. We're missing this, which is only a super. This Ultras we have playsets of. So pulling one super doesn't even seem out of the realm of possibility. And then we've got Megalith Promotion and Emergence, which are also common. So in reality, it's a bunch of commons and it's a bunch of commons and rares, and mostly actually just commons, not even rares, just commons. So we have a bunch of commons that we still need, and then a super is optional. It's not the end of the world if we don't pull it. Let's check Demise. We've got the little guy, this guy. I guess we can click this to get all of the girls too. Yeah, we have the attacking twice. Her we don't have, and then we have none of these guys. So this deck unfortunately is a lot more high rarity than I thought it was going to be, so we don't actually have that stuff. But Megalith is a distant possibility. La, 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 la.